We're going to meet the Archbishop. Really excited.
We are a group of young people who are Christian and Muslim from Birmingham, and we have learned to get along together, and now we get to go on this fantastic trip to Lambeth Palace. So let's go!
Well, what I'd like to do, Archbishop, is invite you to just give us your thoughts on power and influence, perhaps whether the two are the same or different, and your role. Does it give you power? Does it give you influence?
Very much in a nutshell, I think the difference between power and influence is a bit like this. Power is me having the freedom and the capacity to get you to do things. Influence is me helping you change so that you do things. Using influence means trying to get people to see what the real questions are, trying to see what changes are real changes and lasting changes.
We're going to play a game of top trumps. In your group, you need to think of the most powerful person you know, could be dead or alive, okay? For example, I thought Elvis Presley was the most powerful person in the world. Write down Elvis. I've got to grade his physical strength, political power, good looks, wealth and fame out of 100. Yeah? Okay.
Come on, give us something.
Yeah, about 90, 88. I'm not really that rich, is he?
Okay, very quickly, Mr. Jonte, what's your best attribute?
Martin Luther King, 95.
95 for Martin Luther King. What have you got, Chris?
60.
60. What have you got, Sam?
98.
98 for Barack Obama. Ooh!
30.
30 for Rosa Parks. 100 for Winston Churchill. Fantastic. I'm afraid that's a draw as well. Well done, guys. Really fab work.
And what we're going to do, continuing to think about this theme of power and influence, I want you to think about you. And I want you to think about those people in your life who might either have power or influence over you.
School, you could want to be like your friends in school. But that's like friends again. Yeah.
What about
Chris? Apart from what he teaches him.
The governor of the thingy school.
Because technically that's still school.
The government.
Sometimes power and or influence is best, most successfully done by sharing knowledge. And somebody in the group over there, a couple of people actually, were talking about how if they had power, what they'd want to do would be to share faith. And sharing, of course, isn't forcing. Sharing is saying, here's something good, which keeps us going and keeps us excited and keeps us alive. We'd like you to be excited and alive as well. So, thank you for all your thoughts on that, and it's been really, really interesting sitting in all the discussions and listening to people's responses. And I'm just delighted that you could come this morning and share this experience together. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Hello, Archbishop. It's good to meet you. Great experience today. We're just going to ask you a few questions. And let's start. What did you think of our activity today?
I was really impressed, actually. I thought it was a wonderful idea to have groups like that with the questions and relating it all to your own experience in school and family as well. Because it's no point talking about what religion means to us unless we're prepared to talk about what it means in daily life in our schools and our families and among our friends.
Could you please tell us what you think of the work of the feast?
I think it's a wonderful work, really. I think that if we really begin building friendships and trust when people are young, when people are first starting to ask the big questions, then that ought to last a lifetime. And for the next generation to come, it's really important work. It's like sowing seeds for the long term. That's why I think feast really matters.
Thank you much. We are just leaving Westminster Pier for our journey downstream, destination to Tower. Also stopping at Channel Crossing.
I don't say Justin Bieber, you said Justin Bieber. So today we started off on a coach trip to London, and there was lots of songs and music, and I made lots of friends today. We went to Lambeth Palace and met the Archbishop of Canterbury, and then we had a tour of Lambeth Palace, and then we had lunch, and after lunch we came here on the boat trip.
Yeah, I think the best thing about the feast is having like a comfortable environment to talk about our own beliefs and just really being able to be comfortable with people of other faiths and knowing that everyone's going to be understanding.
The best thing about the feast is that the people that are in the feast accept you no matter who you are. You could be Christian, you could be Muslim, you could be a Jew. They'll accept you no matter what, and that's what I really like about the feast.
The feast has given us an opportunity to meet people we wouldn't normally meet and do things that we wouldn't normally do.
It's about how young Christians and Muslims come together to make a difference.
The best thing about the feast is learning about other people's faiths and making new friends throughout faith and exploring and sharing things that you have in common, but then also learn about their culture and faith and make close friends with them.
The best thing about being involved with the feast is meeting people with different religion, because my school is mostly like Muslims, so I don't have a chance to meet other Christians, so it's a good place to meet other people.
Coming here has been quite a good opportunity, as I haven't been to London before. I wouldn't normally seek out going to talk to people of other faiths, so it's been good to have that opportunity.
The feast has given me a chance to ask the questions which I have to Christians about their religion, faith, and what I see on TV, and if it's the same, they believe the same way.
I think the best thing about coming on a day like today was meeting other people from different faiths and being able to talk to them, and it sort of made me feel stronger in my faith, and listening to other faiths was very interesting as well.
Well, here we are at the end of the day. It's been a magnificent experience and I really enjoyed it. But what I really liked the most about Lambeth Palace was the Archbishop chandeliers. I thought they were pretty cool. As you saw, we did a discussion about power and influence, and what I really took away from that as a Christian is the way to influence people with love and with advice, instead of forcing them to do what you want them to do, instead of ordering them around. What about you, Bilal?
Yeah, I was really excited meeting the Archbishop and about, power and influence. And I want to influence my friends and family in a positive way, not in a negative. Thank you, London. Good night.